friends, welcome back to my channel. We are down another month, which means it's time to discuss the items in my project pan for 2020. I have a few items that I have used up and a lot of just me continuing to get use out of the items in this challenge. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm sure it will come to you as no surprise, but I have finished up the lip gloss that I had in the project. This is the Buxom Full On Lip Polish in Sandy. I was here at the last update and it might not look like it's fully used up because you still can see product on the side, but if you look in there, there's really nothing that I can pick up with this particular applicator, and I've gone in a couple of times with a lip brush and scraped product out, but there really is nothing left in here. I feel very content that I've gotten full usage out of this, and I'm happy to have worked through another lip gloss. I do love the Buxom lip glosses, but I have had these for such a long period of time. I'm surprised they haven't gone off. I feel like I maybe have one or two more, and then these will be all gone completely out of my collection. Item number two that I finished off is one of the concealers that I was working with. It is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Light Neutral 15. I was here at the last update, and similar to the lip gloss, you're probably gonna say that I have product left, but when you actually look inside here, I've got nothing to work with. I had been mixing this because this shade oxidizes and it darkened too much on my skin to be attractive. So now that this is gone, I'm a little bit sad because I really like the coverage of this. I like the texture of it, but I'm not sure they make a shade that is the appropriate one for me. And I am so god awful at finding my shade online. I'm not sure I would take the chance and purchase it again. But maybe. I'm never gonna say I won't because I do love the texture of this so much, but for now, I'm not gonna rebuy it. So that was pretty short and sweet. We're gonna now move on to the items that I am just making steady progress on. I'll start with the items that I was coupling up with the ones that I've used up. As you guys know, I have been trying to use up a lipstick alongside with that gloss, and I've been trying to use the L'Oreal Color Riche 800 Ferris Nude. I felt really confident in the last update that I'd be able to finish this off, but I just haven't. I don't have any line to draw on here because I have so little product left. I can still apply it without any effort. So until I get to a point where I have to use effort or I'm hitting the plastic, I would still consider this in play. So I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully another month will definitely wipe this out. Hopefully less than a month, I'm not sure, but either way, I'll feel really good about using up my first ever tube of lipstick. Other item that I have in here is the concealer that I was mixing with the ColourPop one. It's the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Fair Rose. Really healthy progress on this concealer. I would be really curious to know how quickly I would have gone through this if I wasn't using it mixed with anything, because I'm only using arguably half of the amount of product I would have used if I was using this by itself. This is a really light concealer. I'm gonna have to think about how I might want to use this because on its own it is just not gonna work for me. I may try mixing this with a foundation, or I may try mixing it with the current concealer that I've been using to cover up blemishes. I've had that thing for a year and a half, I want to say, at least a year, if not longer. So that might be a good time to start to mix it with this, because that, as an under eye concealer, would be way too dark. So perhaps mixed together, they could be ideal. I don't know, we'll see. I'll definitely keep you guys updated in the next month what I did with this. The next two items are the current primers that I have been working through. The first one that I have is the No. 7 Skin Illuminator Natural Looking Radiance for Beautiful Glow. This is steady progress. When I first brought this in, I was at this point, and now I am down to here. Definitely pleased with this progress. I'm only using it Monday through Friday, so it's gonna move a little bit slower than if I was using it 7 days a week. I am hoping I will get this used up before we get too far into the warmer months, because once I start to get into those warmer months, I definitely am not looking for hydrating or glowy primers. I kind of already start to look glowy with my own naturalness, so I would prefer to have more of the mattifying and pore filling type of primer. So we'll see. This one may end up getting put on hold. I'm not sure yet, but I'm happy to at least be working on a full-size primer. Then there's my current eyeshadow primer, which is from Milani. Really steady, consistent progress. I was here at the last update, and now I am down to here. I definitely am trying to be conservative with how much I'm squeezing out. It can get out of hand really fast, but I'm pleased with this. This stuff has lasted a lot longer than I initially thought it would. I continue to be pleased with this. I have not lost sight of that CoverGirl one. I do still want to try that one once I'm done with this, but I'm happy to only only have one eyeshadow primer in my whole collection. I'm also still working on my current setting spray. I know it might be a little bit surprising since I didn't have a ton, but I'm trying to be conservative with it. Right now in the winter months, I don't really need a super intense type of stick it to your face type of setting spray. I can get by with a hydrating one, so I've been really sort of using this more on the weekend. So I've definitely not been going to this as frequently as I normally would if we were in the warmer months. And I know you're probably thinking like, why don't I just save it for that time? But this stuff is so old. I'm afraid that if I stop using it completely, it will clog the sprayer. And I've had so many clogging issues with this product that it's just time for me to focus on it. So I probably will get this done in the next month. But I was here last time I showed this to you guys, and now we are down to here. Not very much left. I'm sure it will get worked through again in the next 4 weeks. I also have a product that has no update on it, and that is the Marc Jacobs eyeliner that I've been working with. Again, I haven't touched this. I have just been so zeroed in and in love with my felt tip liners that I haven't touched this. I'm gonna give it 1 more month, and if I still don't get myself to use this, at least on the weekends, I will put it on hold until I'm done with all of the felt tip or marker liners that I have. I really think that not having a black shadow is not motivating me. I may end up bringing a black shadow just to be able to justify or get myself to use this, but we'll see. All right, let's talk pressed or powdered products. First one I have is my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Opal. I'm really pleased that I have managed to use this without it getting all crumbly. This is where we are at. I'm sort of letting the packaging tell me how I'm gonna use it up. I was trying to concert my effort into the center, and then as that wore away, I started to work obviously on this side of it and was able to wear it down. So now I'm going to work on this side and this side to see if I can at least move what I have left to this particular side of it. It is a beautiful product. I'm really still happy with it as a highlighter. And I probably come to it half the time that I wear makeup. I just think this is a gorgeous, easy to work with, and goes with a lot of eye looks that I prefer. I also have the bronzer. It is the Balm Desert Bronzer Blush from The Balm. I'm really happy to show you guys that I have re-hit a little bit of pan right in here. I definitely have a long way to go with the rest of this, but I'm really happy to have gotten some pan. It just is nice to know that I'm making good progress. I'm again gonna try to focus more on the upper part here so I can wear it away a bit more evenly. I would really like to not have to repress this again. I don't think that the product would hold up very well to a second repressing, but we'll see. It's still a gorgeous, easy to work with bronzer, and I will miss it when it's gone. Then there is my blush from Benefit. It's my Rockateur blush. I'm not sure how much progress, like noticeable progress, I have made. You can see in here that I have the pan showing on the bottom here in the center, and then also a little bit right here. I've just been trying to swirl my brush around to pick up any kind of product that I can. So I feel like I might be making more progress on the outer ring there than I am in the center, but I am just really curious to know what this is gonna look like as I get deeper down. One of you in the comments, I believe it was last month, told me that there's more product underneath the plastic bottom. That's kind of horrifying. I'm probably not going to pop up that plastic and keep using it again because this is so old, but it's still a nice blush. It's still, again, my like go-to. I go to it probably 90% of the time that I wear blush. It's just one of my favorites. I've also got my current lip balm. It's the Physicians Formula Maru Maru Butter Lip Sleeping Mask. I have made better progress in here than I thought I would have. Between the last update and now, I have gone in with my finger. Again, this is, I know, a little bit gross. And I have like pressed the product onto the sides to make it easier for me to pick up. I had to do that a second time. And I feel like I'm getting closer to being able to see the bottom. Granted, I have a lot of product built up on the sides, but it's going by pretty quickly, quicker than I thought it would. I think maybe by like July, this might be nearly gone. That would be pretty impressive. Final product to give you an update on is my eyeshadow base. This is my Benefit What's Up highlighter. This is what I have left. I would say I've got about halfway to go on here. Those of you who like to see the lines, it's pretty consistent from where I was last time to where I am now. So now we come to the conversation of, did I bring anything new in? And the answer is one thing, just one thing. I'm at a place where the items that I am working on, I feel like until I get through some of those, I don't have a need to bring in something, or I don't really have a category of item that I'm missing that I want to work on. But I did feel like I wanted to bring in another lip gloss. So I'm bringing in another one of my like sample deluxe size ones. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection Glossy in the shade Milkshake. It looks like this. I don't have any line on here to start with because I really have never used this consistently. I think this will pair well with the lipstick that I'm trying to work with. And I think I'll want to work on it after I'm done with that lipstick regardless. There isn't a ton of product in here. It's got 1 gram of lip gloss, so I feel like I can get through this in a few months. And again, my goal with lip glosses is to try to get through as many of them as I can over the course of this year. I found that a lot of my like sample sizes or deluxe sizes like this are on the older side, so those are my first priority. I mean, all of these I've basically gotten from subscription boxes, and I haven't gotten a subscription box from a name brand company in 2 years at this point, so these really need to get worked through. All right, guys, so that is my update for this current month. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the progress that I have made. And if you have any tips or recommendations, please let me know in the comments below. I look forward to talking to you in my next video real soon. Bye.